Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to my sports channel, TMossBoss Talk Sports, and in today's video, wanted to talk on a good old wrestler named CM Punk. Now here's the thing, I don't have no beef or hatred towards CM Punk. You know, CM Punk, he's definitely one of those wrestlers where it's like as the time as I got older, he was a wrestler where it was all like, when you see him on TV, you get happy over that type of stuff, right? Like, no, I'll admit, I was like, when he got originally signed to AEW, and then that first show when he came back, bro, that was something I think all of us felt like that dude that was in the crowd crying. I think we all had that feeling, all right? And some of us, we might have toughened it up and we didn't show our emotions, but for the most part, I think we all had that same feeling just to see this man come back and stuff. But then when you start hearing of backstage issues, and then this whole situation with Jack Perry, now it's was WWE now you think about it, it's were they actually right for getting rid of him? Because my thing is this, when I think of a job, I think everybody, you don't really have to be cool with that person, but it's at least show some respect towards them, right? So for an example, at my old job, I had an issue with my boss, to the point where it probably would have got led to some CM Punk and Jack Perry stuff, where one of us would have got in each other's face if it would have continued on how it was continuing on. But I think that is one thing that we realize, that we're adults. We shouldn't be carrying on like this, where we're being petty towards one another. And no, I'll admit, when I very first, and the thing is this, I would have to say I partially blame myself, because I was in this mindset where I was just very rebellious. I was young. When I had started working at that place, I was 19, and I was and then I come from this environment, talking on YouTube and content creating, where I listen to nobody. I listen to absolutely nobody when it comes to content creating. You hate my videos? I don't care. You hate my streams? So what? You hate my music? And I still have that mindset. That's the thing, where it's I still have that mindset, because the thing is this, I'm not going to let people walk all over me. I'm not going to let people. So the thing is this, when I got into this job working in Seattle, I had that mindset where it's if I felt disrespected, I thought of it as these guys are trying to walk all over me. And that wasn't even the case. I just think that it was just, a lack of communication, where it was I'm not telling them how I feel. They're not telling me how they feel. So it's of course, we're going to be bumping heads with one another, right? So yeah, before this, the boss, there was one employee where it was no, we were bumping heads more than the boss. And it's something where it's when I think about it, I'm they were at fault for some things, and I was at fault for some things. That's something that I'm at an age now where I can admit that. I can admit that I was wrong on some stuff, and I would like to hope and think, if they don't, then that's on them. I'm okay, I'll take the blame. I don't care. It's stuff where it's it's not going to take away my character. It's not going to take away who I am. And overall, putting that into the perspective of CM Punk, it's bro, the thing is this, you've already have made a name for yourself. Let's just say if CM Punk is the problem, you've made a name for yourself. You're a legend. You literally don't have to wrestle another day in your life, and people are still going to look at you and be you are CM Punk. You could get into movies, you could get into freaking music, you could get into content creating, you could do whatever you want to do, but I think it will always be established that you are a legend. And I think as the time goes on, people, whoever the higher ups are in either WWE or AEW, they will recognize that you are a legend. You have wrestled all across the world. You have accomplished a lot of things that wrestlers has even accomplished yet. So it's my thing is this, you've done everything that you need to do. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. But I do feel that CM Punk, I do feel that, that there is some parts of what be going on and what was going on in WWE and AEW. I do feel that he's partially to blame in them situations. Because it's if you thinking you gonna be better than the higher ups in WWE, that's not gonna happen. You got Triple H, Vince McMahon, you got freaking Shane McMahon, even if he does cameo appearance, Stephanie McMahon. I'm saying you the McMahon family. Then there's all these other wrestlers in line that have done something to benefit this company. And that's the thing where it's if you're looking at it, it's okay, well, I've wrestled for this company, I've done this. Yeah, they might not be associated with WWE. So yeah, you might put on these these 5-star matches, and John Cena, he might just be good on the mic and things, and he might not put like, he might put on like 2-3-star matches. And I'm not saying that John Cena has put on 2-3-star matches, but I'm just saying he may look at it. CM Punk may look at it as like, oh, John Cena only be putting on 2-3-star matches while I'm out here putting on 5-star matches, doing all these crazy stunts. Yeah, but John Cena has either done something in the ring or outside the ring to benefit his status in WWE. I'm trying to think of some other wrestlers that Triple H, you know, and I'm like, bro, I feel like that Triple H, he's one wrestler where it's like, you should look up to this man as motivation, and if you don't, then fam, that's very well your choice. I'm pretty sure there's other wrestlers people are going to look up to, but if I could just sit down and talk on Triple H, this man went from being another wrestler to literally one of the people that's running the wrestling game. I really don't see how you can look at Triple H and you can't say he made it. This man has made it, bro. This man has, I feel like he's done something that a lot, if not anybody can't say that he's done what he's done. So I'm saying it's like him, and then Vince McMahon, it's like, fam, my thing is this. His dad, right? Talking on Vince McMahon's father, his dad passes away and leaves the business to him. Look at what he turned this business into. My thing is this, and then looking to CM Punk, I'm like, do you think you'd be able to turn a wrestling business into like a global franchise? I'm saying when you look at WWE, I'm like, fam, like when I was a kid, I thought it was just WWE. Then as I get older and become more of a wrestling fan, I realized that there's so many different wrestling companies out there and stuff. You know, you gotta show love and respect to them and things. But my thing is this. WWE, that's the majors. That's the big leagues. That's like when you have stepped foot into the WWE like headquarters, when you step foot into that ring, when you have made it to WrestleMania or even just another small pay-per-view, fam, even if it's like on some like Payback or Fastlane, you know, the fact that I can, you know, if I was a wrestler, right, putting myself in that scenario, if I'm a wrestler and I made it to WWE, I'm like, fam, I have made it. So I'm saying it's like, I think like that's something that CM Punk should have, like, if he did have an issue with WWE, you gotta look at it as like, there's people out there that was in the same mindset as me when I wanted to be a wrestler, where it's like, I want to make it to WWE. There's a lot of people that probably have full-length wrestling careers and they never even stepped foot into a WWE ring. You had that opportunity and you messed it up. I'm like, bro, whatever. My thing is this. Whatever you got going on, you just gonna have to eat that mess up and go on about your business and put in that work, all right? Yeah, you're not gonna like all of your employees, probably ain't gonna like your boss, you probably ain't even gonna like the janitor, but the thing is this, you got a good thing going, why mess it up? And that's you know, switching back to my situation where I was working at this cafe in Seattle, I had a good thing going there, all right? I had a lot of good stuff going for my self there. So I'm like, and the thing is this, it wasn't like I got fired or quit, it was because of COVID that overall, you know, ultimately led to her. Okay, I just need to take a breather because I'm like talking, not taking no breathers. But anyways, yeah, it's because of COVID. That was like overall why I had to leave that place and stuff. Well, it was like, no, the place ended up shutting down and things because it was like, okay, yeah, ain't nobody going to be eating at no restaurants during no COVID, especially in the height of the pandemic and stuff. So, yeah, anyways, but if COVID wouldn't have happened, I still would have been working there and still would have been, you know, just, you know, yeah, probably wouldn't have been doing as much as I could have been that I'm doing right now with content creating. But overall, it's like, yeah, it's like that, you know, that was a place where it's like if COVID wouldn't have happened, I still would have been working at that place because I had a good thing going while I was working at that place. So that's why I'm like I said, it's like if you got something good going on, you ain't gonna mess that up. But I do feel like that something had to happen behind the scenes in order. I mean, they did bring him back for a little bit, but then they started doing the budget cuts, and then that's when they ended up letting him go again. And it was like, I think it was like, okay, he did leave on good terms. And I wanted to talk on like if a potential CM Punk return to WWE. And I want to talk on why I just don't think that's going to happen. I'll get to that in a moment, but I do want to talk on his time with AEW. So my thing is this. You got a second opportunity, right? You got a second opportunity to work for literally the second company next to WWE, all right? So you get hired on. You come back. It's literally the most viral moment of the year. CM Punk returns back to wrestling. There is nothing in this world that can top that, all right? You're wrestling. You're putting on these 5-star matches, you got good things going on, you're gonna let a comment get to you. Bro, my thing is, and that's talking on like Jack Perry talking about like, oh, real glass, go cry me a river or some stuff like that. My thing is this, fam, do you know how many crazy comments I had? Let's just switch gears and talk on content creating, because I feel like with content creating, this is probably one of the best things I got going for myself right now. I have received so many crazy comments from people calling me the N-word, from people telling me to go kill myself, from somebody threatening to, or either saying that I should hang myself or threatening. No, he said that, he was like, you should be hanged. I'm saying, I've had so many crazy comments. Do you see me going all the way to this person's house trying to fight them? Do you see how much of a waste of time that is? I'm saying, you have a good thing. Could have probably been wrestling freaking tomorrow, Saturday. He could have wrestled yesterday. He could have had some wrestling matches going, but it's like, you messed it up because of a comment of somebody. And it's like, and it's no disrespect to Jack Perry, but it's like, you're letting somebody that's maybe had, let's just see how long Jack Perry has been involved in wrestling. I gotta just see. And Jack Perry still got his job. That's the crazy thing about it. And so he started wrestling in 2015. CM Punk, you started wrestling in, let's see where, they don't even say early career. So there was like first venture into wrestling was a stint in backyard wrestling federation called the Lunatic Wrestling Federation with his brother Mike and their friends in the late 1990s. Okay, so all right, so you start wrestling in the 1990s. You already done had an almost 20-year career over this guy, and you're gonna let pretty much a new kid on the block get you, because my thing is this, that's like if somebody had just started their YouTube channel and they come to me talking about I'm better than you. I'm gonna be looking at them like, fam, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. Why should that bother me? If my thing is this, when I look at myself as a content creator, I'm the guy that just streamed 4 times yesterday. Twice on Twitch, once on GEEK, once on YouTube. I'm the guy that has 50 YouTube channels, thousands of videos. I have a podcast, hundreds of episodes, all right? And then, yeah, you know, freaking TikTok, you know, the honorable mentions, yeah, TikTok, Facebook, all these other social media platforms, and of course, yeah, Twitch, GEEK. And I'm trying to think of some other things that I've done. You know, I've done so much when it comes to content creating. If somebody is gonna leave a comment and it's gonna be in a disrespectful way towards me, that's not gonna get to me. People need to understand this. When you get into a business where people can make comments about you, and it's like, the thing is this, I'm not going to say that there's nothing that you could, because obviously there's something that you could do about it, but it's like, you got to look at it as like, okay, I got a good thing going, I shouldn't do nothing about it, right? You got a good thing going. Why? Because my thing is this. All right, now putting myself in this example where, all right, so I go out and I cause physical harm to whoever it is that left a bad comment about me. Let's say, yeah, this person, they live in Seattle, Washington. I know that. I track them down, beat them within an inch of their life. My thing is this. They're not going to be looking at the fact that this person left a crazy comment towards me. They're going to be looking at the fact that, talking on this situation between CM Punk and Jack Perry, that I got into this person's face and I started fighting with them. And that's why I think only the reason why Jack Perry, because probably he didn't really put up that much of a fight. He probably was just having fun with this situation, because it's like, you gotta understand this. There are people in this world that are going to troll you. There's people in this world that want to see you angry. They want to, and my thing is this. How do you think that situation would have went about if CM Punk, all right, Jack Perry makes that comment, CM Punk's just like, okay, and he was like, I don't want to use real glass. The thing is this, there's no issue with you wanting to use fake glass. If you want to use fake glass, fam, the thing is this, you have to understand, wrestling fans, we don't care. Look, you could go out there with fake glass, acted out matches where it's like, it doesn't even seem like it's realistic. But the thing is this, if you're giving us a show that's worth watching, fam, how could you possibly go wrong? CM Punk, the thing is this, you can fall off of a steel cage onto a bunch of pads and make it look like you fell onto like pure concrete ground. The thing is this, we're gonna get on social media, we're gonna talk on that and be like, hey yo, what just happened? And yeah, let's just say, okay, yeah, MJF and CM Punk, they're getting into it. MJF goes crazy, throws CM Punk onto, and it's like some stuff backstage, throws him off of something, he falls like 20 feet, and then yeah, you just see like CM Punk like twitching on the ground and stuff. We're gonna look at that like, hey yo, MJF is crazy. And then there's probably that one kid that's gonna be watching it talking on me when I was a kid, like, how come he's not going to prison behind that? Like, what? But see, that's the thing though, us wrestling fans, you have to understand, when we're put in that environment, we don't care what you're using, all right? Fake glass, fake blood, freaking fake whatever, all right? It's like having a, because the thing is that you have to understand, and there's no disrespect to wrestling, but there's a lot of fake energy that goes into wrestling. Like, there might be some guys that genuinely hate each other, but for the most part, it's like when you look at like the Randy Orton and John Cena feud, as a kid, when you watch that, and probably even some adults, you probably think like them two probably actually hate each other. And then I remember I read that somewhere that they're like the best of friends. So it's like, it's not even on no disrespectful level where it's like, nah, these guys got like a fake energy. But it's like, and then again, not trying to disrespect the, you know, wrestling industry, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of like, you know, fakeness going on, but it's to entertain us. We know that these guys don't really hate each other. There might be some that really hate each other, and we won't know about that until they retire, and then they do some like documentary talking on wrestling and stuff. But if not that, yeah, we're just gonna assume like, okay, well, at the end of the day, it's like, look, if they could put their differences aside, put on a 5-star match, not hurt each other, go their separate ways, fam. In my opinion, I'm like, that seems like that's a legitimate wrestling business. But it's like, you guys got each other fighting backstage. It's like CM Punk, why did you, how did you possibly think that you wasn't gonna get fired? You know, and you know what's crazy? What I want to believe is that, what if this is just like an act? What if this is like all fake? Like, what if CM Punk ain't really fired? They just doing this, you know, just like, as like, oh, it's like he's gonna come back, start attacking Jack Perry, and it's like, you know, to really stir up some stuff and things. But if not that, and it's like this is actually some real stuff, then it's like, dang, bro, it's like you really messed it up. And so actually, you know what? No, that's what I wanted to, you know, talk on before I end this video. But now a lot of people are saying that CM Punk is going to come back to WWE. I don't think that's going to happen. The reason why I don't think that's going to happen is because my thing is this. Although he did come back to WWE for that short period of time, I do feel like that at some point they probably would have had let him go if it wasn't for the pandemic, all right? But overall, I just don't think that CM Punk, because I just feel that there's a new environment, there's new kids, like, again, there's new kids on the block, and I feel like it's going to be the same situation there. He's going to allow a comment to get to him. If he allowed, my thing is this, if he allowed Jack Perry to get to him, and no disrespect to Jack Perry, but it's like, Jack Perry ain't even one of the biggest wrestlers in the world. And so, okay, you're going to an environment where it's like a lot of these wrestlers in WWE are on a big, giant, huge platform. Let's say freaking, I'm trying to think of somebody. Okay, Braun Breaker. Let's say if Braun Breaker makes a comment all like, oh, like, all right, yeah, like he's, you know, on some like stuff where he's like, oh yeah, CM Punk, the dude's freaking old. I'm like, I'm not going to allow somebody like him to get to me. It's like, no, if he wants to have a wrestling match, then let's do it. I'll show him what real wrestling is. He's like, I come from a family of wrestling. CM Punk doesn't know anything about wrestling. I know more about wrestling when I was 5 than CM Punk did when he was 25. And the thing is this, CM Punk will hear that and he'll be all like, oh, what you like, getting in his face? And it's like, okay, for one, it's like, if you win that fight, then freaking kudos to you, man. But if not, I feel like that you dealing with somebody. How old is Braun Breaker? And then how old is CM Punk? So CM Punk is 44 years old. Braun Breaker, he is 25 years old. You got literally somebody that's like half your age, twice your size, and you really think unless you can really fight, bro, then okay, yeah, again, kudos to you. But if not, it's like, fam, don't allow some comments to get to you. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you are CM Punk. Freaking whatever, what does CM Punk stand for? Hold on for a second. Let me see some stuff real quick. That's Jack Perry, okay. CM Punk. Did they even say what CM Punk stands for? I was like, I don't think they ever did say what it stood for. I think I read it somewhere. What does CM Punk stand for? Chick Mag. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was Chick Mag. Yeah, just like you are CM Punk, Chick Magnet Punk. Fam, you are a legend, okay? If the thing is this, if nobody hasn't told you that lately, you are a legend. So there is no reason why you should be fighting with a rookie. I'm saying that's like, to me, that's like Tom Brady getting into it, like with, okay, yeah, let's say I'm a football player and Tom Brady gets into it with me. I just got signed. What is that even? What my thing is this: Tom Brady reacts. That's just media attention for me. Tom Brady, and it's because my thing is this: it's like you're a legend. People haven't seen you react 100 million times, and that's what CM Punk. People have probably seen this man react 100 million times, and especially in an environment where it was like probably like years ago back then, where it was probably okay for wrestlers to get into a fight. Now it's like, okay, we can't have it where it's these guys be out there injuring themselves, because then it's gonna be bad for business, and then probably some sponsors is gonna see that and they're gonna be like, is this what you guys be doing backstage? Oh no, we ain't gonna be sponsoring you guys. It's like y'all out here holding backstage fights and stuff, so no, we ain't doing that. So unless it's a part of the show, but if it ain't a part of the show, then it's like, bro, we ain't making no money off of that. So yeah, it's one of those things, but it's like, you have to understand, you should not be going at it with people, not even so much as that about your age, but just at where you are at in your life. Like, bro, come on now. It's like, if I'm sitting there, my thing is this. If I'm thinking like this, and I know people are going to be like, so you just going to allow people to walk all over you? No, I'm not going to allow nobody to walk all over me. But if it's like somebody out here making comments, my thing is this. It's one thing if you go, into, so yeah, let's say CM Punk, he's sitting down, he's minding his own business, just watching one of the matches, and Jack Perry comes up to him talking about, get up, this is my seat now. I'm looking at him. If I'm CM Punk, I looked at him, laughed, and I continued on watching the show, because I'm like, okay, for one, there's all these seats scattered around. You go sit somewhere else. Now, to have somebody walk all over you, that's like if CM Punk were to get up. Now, I know people are going to probably take what I say and be all like, oh, so CM Punk's supposed to just get up? No, that's when you drop somebody. If they have the cojones to walk up on you talking about move and get up out this seat. I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, we in school? Like, what, were you supposed to be the class bully or something? Shoo, go, fly away, fly. I'm like, get out my face. I'm like, you ain't gonna be telling me to get up out some seats and stuff. I'm like, you are not Chris Benoit, okay? You don't, please don't. Get up out my face, bro, for those that understand that reference. But anyway, yeah, because I think there was like the Miz, he was like saying how he was backstage, and then people were all like, he couldn't say the wrestler's name, but I think it was determined that it was Chris Benoit. So, but anyways, I've been like, no, get up out my face. I'm like, then if some stuff goes down, I'm like, okay, some stuff goes down. But if not, then it's like, yeah, fam, you better go on about your business, all right? So, but anyways, other than that, I feel like, because I know people are like, bro, that Chris Benoit, I'm like, you shouldn't maybe said that. I'm like, look, okay, it's just relax, all right? So I just know somebody gonna be out there and try to say something about it. But anyways, my thing is like, if he's like trying to like bully you, then that's when you get in his face and you show him why they call you CM Punk. But if he's just making some comments about you, bro, make some comments back. I'm saying, you're literally CM Punk. You're probably one of the best wrestlers on the microphone, right? That's why AEW hired you in the first place. They knew that you were going to be amazing on the microphone. So my thing is this: you could have very well went out there and said, I don't need my, just on something, even if you want to say something like semi-disrespectful, all the way disrespectful, or nothing disrespectful at all, it's like, I'm not going to let some rookie or freaking, I don't know, just said something. I was thinking of something, but I'm like, I'm not even involved in this situation, but I guess I don't know. Maybe if I'm ever attacked, all right, then I'll say what I need to say. But other than that, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm chilling, I'm good. So, but again, it's like, yeah, you're literally CM Punk. It's like you're freaking. I'm trying to think of like somebody. Yeah, you're a goat when it comes to like microphone work and promos and stuff. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it tripped me out that if this is how CM Punk goes out, it tripped me out that this is how he went out. I'm saying, bro, you would thought he went out because he said something too crazy on the microphone. Instead, it's like, bro, you went out on a little petty fight? Come on, bruh. So, but anyways, and that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections. I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.